Hey hunters, HaloZoo here in Prehistoric Kingdom, and I'm actually starting the menu because it's pretty cool, and also because we're going to be starting a new park this time. So we're going to head over here. We're going to be in sandbox mode for creative. Going to go to UK for the temperate, because my idea is that we're actually going to be playing in the with the Cenozoic animals. So this is going to be Cenozoic Zoo. Not going to use money or science points. Keep Nigel Marvin on. Do we want... I'm tempted to not have animal habitat welfare. Social welfare I will have, though. So, unlock all animals, because why not? Habitat welfare is off, so I can do whatever the crazes I want. And here's the loading screen. It's going to take forever, because it's... yeah. It's something. But, yeah, so, and also, like, the reason I've never done Planet Zoo building, even though I've done it in Zoo Tycoon 2 actually, and yeah, the main reason's just because Planet Zoo building sucks. It's so clunky just to build the habitats, and then the animal habitat welfare. Ugh. That's just the worst. Because having specific terrain requirements just... I don't like that as much. I wish I could turn off tutorials for this, but there's not that option yet, sadly. We are going to go to delete forest mode. I think this map is actually relatively flat, so I shouldn't have to worry about. That. Make sure we clear a big area out. So, fortunately we have no money problems, so clearing foliage is perfectly fine. Sadly, it's not like Zoo Tycoon 2 where you'd actually make money doing that, so like first thing you do on any challenge or tutorial campaign zoo is just delete all the foliage because you get money for it. That was the best. There we go. That should be plenty of space. Now the annoying part. This is something that actually annoys me way more than it should, but path doesn't snap to this, so... but first off... we actually are going to turn on that. Hexagon... concrete... probably going with this one. Or I could go this. Ooh, that is nice. Kind of like this. Oh, but I love this one too. Okay, so what we'll do actually is this one. So first off, let's make sure I get the start right where I want it. I want it. Start there. So I'd like this, and then need to sneeze. No! Excuse me. Always been a loud sneezer. Should actually... Do I want to use this one this time? Tempted to. Set it like right there. And then... Boop. There we go. So we'll worry about that later, but right now we're going to begin setup for our yep, same distance. So that's a square, 2 squares, and then I think I'm actually going to extend these by 1 segment each. There we go. And then if I actually go to delete mode, delete these, and go back to here. And voila! We have this, which shall act as our sort of base of operations for guest facilities. Let me actually... $12.05. I always hate when you can't set the time to, like, exactly 12. It's always annoying. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to extend these. Oh, wait, no. There we go. Okay, we're gonna... Nope. There we go. So these are going to be 2 of our exhibits. And then... Okay, so let's... And, okay, back to tree removal mode. Make sure we get all the trees that could potentially be too close to where we want to build our enclosures. Okay. Actually, you know what? There we go. So these two are slightly bigger than these two. But we still have the center area for building. Okay. So we want guest facilities. Okay, let's see. Okay, actually, ankle snap. Can I actually... Oh, it goes right where I want it to. There we go. Bam. I actually might delete this, and I think I'm gonna go for these kiosks, but I think I have an idea. Can I... No, I can't really. Edit group. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the old idea I had, because these are less, what I would say, they lean a little less into being like, oh, you gotta put them down together. We're gonna put the Bronto Burger right here. There we go. Boop. Okay, so this makes sense here. I might actually disable the grid for everything else. There we go. That's where I want it now. And then put this like here. There we go. So we're gonna put restrooms like okay, we're actually gonna go this way. Put them like here and here. And then there. Okay, and I'm gonna see if I can get grid snap to get a good grid snap. There we go. There we go. And I think I'm good here. Okay, so next up, what we're gonna do is, I also fully admit that I'm taking a lot of time to work on this park's non-animal stuff. Which I fully own up to, you know, like, that's just how it is sometimes. Realistically, I just want to remove the grass underneath these. So I'm painting substrate right now. Okay, so there shouldn't be any substrate inside. Or any grass poking up inside. Okay, that's good. That's what I want. Okay. What happens if you get... Oh, you know, you can't see anything in those. Okay. Makes sense, but eh. There we go. There we are. There we go. Happy with that one. There we go. Happy with that. This building, though, is going to be more interesting because it's a big one. Okay, now I should be safer to go a bit bigger. And just cover it in substrate beneath. Okay. So yeah, like, and the idea I'm going for here with this middle area is basically what I've done before, actually. Like, yeah, not as original. I could try something new, but it's genuinely what I enjoy making, and, you know, like, it looks good. Though I am going to change up what biome I'm using this time and use a different biome instead. I may not make it temperate, though, in the foliage, just because temperate, like, not the biggest fan of temperate palette, you know? But that's just personal opinion. Tempted to use coastal, just because coastal, but I'm going to try and resist the urge to plant all the ferns. Yeah, so we'll see. That's the one I'm not going to try not to use. I could go boreal. Boreal's a good one. Temperate. Eh. Scrubland. That's a tempting one. As well as wetland, actually. I might go... Well, wetland, I think I'd want to use to have water as well. So what we're gonna do, go like 50%. Start painting scrub forest. Get the edge area done decently enough. What we can do is then head up to Big Brush and then go crazy. Probably go to ground cover mode, which for this I don't think it's going to be as good. Just due to the nature of what Scrubland's quote-unquote ground cover is like. Or I think technically in-game it's called shrubbery, but I just call it ground cover because that's what seems right to me. So we're going to increase the intensity to 60 for this. Might actually go to 75, yeah. We go to much smaller, lower intensity to try and get pretty much whatever I haven't gotten as good. And then I should be able to, with the 10 meters, go like that and basically get closer to the buildings without making it a bit denser nearby these buildings. So that we get a nice tree line. So it doesn't look kind of bad. So this is looking nice enough. There we go. Now that tree line's looking nice and crisp. And let's actually double check what it looks like over here. And yeah, I'd say that's looking pretty good. But you know what I say? I say we can make it kind of add some density to some areas. Add to this central forest area. Ooh, yeah, this is nice. Okay. Now then, I think I'm actually happy with this. Okay, so what we need to do now is go to 5 meters. I think is good. Basically scan for any like plants that are too close to the edge. Oh, there are leaning palms. No, get out of here. Not a fan of the leaning palms. It's just, yeah. They just look like ick. There we go. I think those are fine. Ooh. Those are a bit close. Up. Okay, let's get substrate. There we go. Quick fix to my mistake earlier. There. Oh, I got pretty close here. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. So, you might be wondering, so what are we going to put in here for animals? Now that we've got our guest area done, because, of course we are. Let's see, what animals do we want to have? Okay, let's see. Here are our 3 species of mammal. Including 2 species of Smilodon. So we're going to have both of them here, and that's why I have the 2. So I think what I'm going to do is, for Fatalis, I might do like a... I might go temperate for Fatalis. Give them some forest. I think I might go scrubland for Fatalis, tropical for populator. So we're going to do scrubland, a tropical, and I think for these guys I might actually make them, give them like a, temperate instead. Yeah, I think go temperate for them and then boreal for them. The Mammothus. So there we go. Okay, so that's the idea. You can have 30% crowding. 15. 25, 25. Okay. So, let's get started. Actually, I'm going to... What's the highest I need there? Strength 2, Strength 1, Strength 2. Okay, so I can go with, like, a Strength 1, or a Strength 2 fence for everything. Go like that, or like, what's this one like? Ooh, I like this one. That's a maybe. That's also a maybe. That's always a possibility. Yeah. That, no. Definitely no. I think that's too tropical, so let's go with the modern wood fence. And angle snap, because angle snap is the best. And let's begin. And this is why I like Prehistoric Kingdom over Planet Zoo. Just the fact I can extend this naturally without having to go over here, change the length of the segments every time. Yeah, Planet Zoo definitely needs to update to using this system because it's just so much better. Because it's just too clunky in Planet Zoo. I'll be honest. There we go. There's our first exhibit. These two are going to be Smilodons. These two are going to be our herbivores. So there we go. And there we go. Voila! Okay. Yeah, I'll just... Since we're on the fence tab, I'll put all the fences. Make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, 2.5 meter. Actually, I should double check that. There was no... Yeah, minimum 1 meter. Minimum 1. Minimum 1. I don't think... Yeah, I think these guys are the ones that need the talls. But, yeah. Okay. So, let's see. I just realized I should probably double check that. Because, strength does not mean you have the right height currently. Because, as of now, the fences all have like a set height value, so to speak. So you effectively have to contend with that all the time, which not a bad mechanic, but it works. Though I do wish you could have like a setting to where it would like grid snap, so to speak. You can change the curves with... I forgot you could change the curves. But anyway, okay, here's our 4 enclosures. We're gonna I think I'm gonna like Fatalis more, so we're gonna just quickly mark what is gonna be what. So that's our mammoths, that's Fatalis, that's populator, that's Coelodonta / woolly rhino. Okay, so I think we could go maybe 2 of each. I might skip. You know what? Okay, they don't like a lot of forest, right? Yeah. 5 to 25. Yeah, I think they're fine to have this. Oh, there's the opening. Yeah, not a fan of that one. Definitely not a fan of that one. I think I'll just... I think I'll see if this one would work. Yes, it's fine. Okay. We're not going to release them yet, actually. I want to make sure their food is set up. So we're going to set up water over here. Like, have food here. So if we just... No, wait, actually, not edit group. Fruit for the rhinos. Okay, then we're just gonna put like okay, now I need temperate rock. So we can now release all 6. There we go.
The woolly rhino, or Coelodonta, is a relative to the modern-day Sumatran rhino. Not unlike modern species, this rhinoceros sports 2 horns on its face. A key difference to note, however, is its unusual flattened shape. That's truly unique among its peers.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to tree removal, 100%. Just delete all these trees, because we don't want trees, actually, right now at least. We're going to go to like 40% select all. And I want it to be like a more open area. But have like an area of open forest like here. And then deselect all the trees. And go to like 40 meters. Yeah, and fine to go to like percent on 30 density. Go to like 10 density for the 20 meter. Get right along the areas I didn't before. There we go. Oh. Oh. Thought I turned that off.
Our ancient ancestors were very familiar with these beasts and illustrated them in cave paintings on several occasions. It's not hard to see why. They're remarkably handsome, don't you think?
Okay, I'm gonna see what happens if I just terraforming, tree removal, go to. If I just remove all the trees, or the plants, over here, that aren't in the forest. You guys happier? Yeah, you're still upset with me over this massive forest. Okay, there we go. You happy now? Oh, come on. This is... There we go. Yeah. I wish they had separate shrubbery and forest needs. That'd be the best. Because I think try to plant too much. Yeah, it increases. Oh. Haha! I've done it. Got it just above. Okay, so now we're perfect on them. That is a job well done.
Much like its contemporary, the woolly mammoth, this rhino inhabited what is now called the Mammoth Steppe, a vast cold grassland that extended from Western Europe to the most remote corners of Siberia. By bringing this animal back to life, we honor that wonderfully diverse ecosystem, now lost to the ages.
Yep, okay. So now we're going to do Smell-It-On Populator. So before we get these guys in, to us first, I gotta do rock shelter. Like, how could I not? There we go. Should remove all. And I think if we go with like a very sparse covering a forest for the entire area. May produce desired results. There we go. And these guys don't want a lot of water, do they? No, up to 30%. So 10. I think I'm gonna go to 12. Yeah, 12 per. That should be fine in terms of crowding. Actually, if I set it to 20 meters, I should be able to use this trick. Yeah. So this is a trick I've used before, actually, where to make it easier to paint the edges for like riverbanks and such. If you set the brush you're using to slightly wider than your river, it'll actually make the perfect like little. I just realized I need to make all this tropical grass. Because this is supposed to be tropical and not temperate, so. Okay. Make sure the corners are good. There we go. Okay, now... There we go. It's alright. Up next, I need a feeder for meat. And then I also need a bunch of frozen blood pumpkins. There we go. Select all, release.
Oh boy, that's a big kitty. More commonly known as the Saber-Toothed Tiger, Smilodon makes for a formidable predator. Many of its fossils have been excavated in tar pits, with the most prolific site being La Brea in Los Angeles, California. More than a staggering 166,000 specimens of Smilodon have been found in these sediments alone. What may have been terrible death traps in the past make for great opportunities in the present as we bring this carnivore back to life.
There we go. There we are. Okay, this is actually cool. Yeah, you're happy with this. I'm kind of happy with it. Like, it could be better, but eh. Not gonna complain too much, because, yeah, but that's Smilodon Populator with a lovely, just lovely kind of open forest area. And next, we're gonna go for Fatalis. Let me get them ready. There we go. All 12 of them. So we're gonna make a much more dent. Also, how much water do they like? 30%. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do for this one is okay, so actually 10 meters. Go to 15-meter brush with... Do I like sand or clay better for the water? I think I like... the appearance of clay. Or, you know what, I'm gonna go with sand. So as you can see, if you like try to keep to the middle of your river or creek and then don't go too fast, then you'll actually get the perfect little stream. Once again, forget that I want a different type of grass. Even though it doesn't actually change the color, I'm pretty sure animals won't like if you have the wrong grass in their enclosure. So that hasn't screwed this up, has it? Nope, it hasn't. Okay. So let's go back to this. Go back to my 15-meter brush. And then go back to this part of the job and go with this. There we are. Animal care. Go for a different style of cave. Edit route. Delete that. Delete that. Okay. It should be more fitting. Actually, I'm going to move this more central. There. That way they don't jump out. Not that they'll actually do that, but... And this side is going to be more sparsely, has more sparse foliage. At least in theory it does. Okay. Okay. So, now we go over to here to place our feeder for the meat. And then we're also going to place blood pumpkins like here, 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 like here as well. I forgot to turn off dung. I was gonna do that, but didn't. Oops. Okay. Select all. Release. Yep. Need to sparsify my forests.
Despite the looks, Smilodon isn't closely related to any modern cats. It's more accurately called a Macarodont, although I wouldn't worry too much about making the distinction. Just try to keep those saber teeth away from the guests.
I'm kind of happy with this. Less actively designed enclosures, but oh well. Otherwise, we'd be taking forever to do this. Okay, last but not least, the Mammoths, which we're going to get a big group of these guys. So that should be 12, yep. So I think I'm gonna actually get another 2 per skin, but then I'm gonna have to do more in a moment with that. But for these guys, I'm gonna go to Boreal. First things first, I'm gonna actually paint the proper grass this time. And this time I can actually see that grass. There we go. Okay, now we go water. We're gonna do like a... actually put a decent sized lake in here. Okay, and then for their housing, I'm gonna put like a tent here. There you guys go. And we're gonna put their 2 feeders here, one of which is fruit, not meat. And we're actually gonna release them now, so I can get the other 2 I need.
At last, the woolly mammoth, ruler of the Ice Age, then ruler of none. There's nothing quite like it on the planet today. These majestic elephants are beautifully adapted for cold environments. Their key adaptations are small ears and a thick coat of fur. It's imperative we give them the best acclimation possible, or else we might have to give the herd a haircut.
It's actually a fun reference to Prehistoric Park when they had to do that for their woolly mammoth. There we go. Now you're happy. I'm not as happy with it, but oh well. And now I believe this is where we just put a bunch of these. There we go. Have like 8 of them now. Alright, I think this is pretty decent. I think I'm happy with this park. Yeah. Could use some tweakage, but except maybe this one. This one I think I'm happy with. It's like a true scrubland. And we're hit by lag. Up. Autosave. And actually see what it's like in here with the lights. Before we go, at least. This is a gorgeous spot. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done here. I could put scrub forest everywhere, but I'm going to resist that urge. So without further ado, this has been Planet Zoo, the Cenozoic Park / zoo. And actually thinking about it, I probably shouldn't surround it because there might be, I say might, inevitably going to be more stuff for this park to have. So basically, like, the idea with this is any further Cenozoic animals will be added, and for the heck of it, I will show doing it. So without further ado, this has been the Cenozoic Zoo build. See y'all next time. HaloZoo out.